I tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Well. Yeah. Episode 184. We in the building. You already know what it is. It's the host with the most, B Breezy, aka Poppy Zone.
Yes. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick Grayson. How y'all doing out there?
You already know what you gotta do. Please download the Alive Podcast app on iOS and Android, and please follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go Well. If you're in the branding deals, business opportunity, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. Episode 184. How you doing this week, brother?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Definitely just building off last week. Took another step to continuing to invest in my physical so that everything else working. Joined the gym. Not no nice shit. I joined the hood shit. Just again trying to just follow up on, being intentional with my time and just understanding that I don't have the I guess your time is a luxury. I don't have the luxury to kind of do things exactly when I want to, just out of new responsibilities, both professionally and my personal life, etc. So just trying to, be intentional about using that stuff. Like I even took the big boy step. I ain't even paid a monthly, dog. I paid for the year up front.
Oh, off the rip.
I was like, I don't want to think about this
That's
bill.
A commitment now.
It's all right. It don't renew at the end of the year. I'm just like, bet for the price it is. I don't got to worry about paying no more bread come out my pocket for this. And legit, if I just go 4 times a month, 5 times a month, I'm getting my bread worth. If I go more than that, it's luck. So I can still do my home regimen that I've been doing. I also started jogging, started running outside. Like actually bought running sneakers and shit. So like definitely been putting effort into just the other facets of me that probably took a back seat. Getting the photography back right too. Like I said, upgraded a lot of my my editing stuff and trying to just get my workflow back down and get outside and shoot more. I got something beautiful to take shots of now. Or even more beautiful now to take shots of. So just trying to, lock in with the technicality and also the inspiration. And I think too, I guess the biggest thing I realized is that in the last 2 years, I put a lot of pressure on myself. And it wasn't even necessarily, I don't want to say it wasn't for me, but it was external pressure. It was pressure I felt other people placed upon me, or I kind of recognized and I internalized what other people kind of saw and wanted. And I think that I realized how detrimental that is for me because I'm going to try to, once I take it in, I try to make it mine. And I think, like, again, the working out is something I wanted to do for myself. Years and years of trying to stop and go, the playing ball and actually getting in shape. Like that's something it started as something that fell into my lap, but it's something I want to do for myself. The photography, something I wanted to do for myself, and it becomes things that you can share with other people. It becomes things that, that the results are making you better for other people as a father, partner, friend, teacher, future leader, all these different things. But it's like, again, to get the most out of you, you got to put the best into you, pause. So, that's really where my head and my energy has really been at. Like in those moments where you are afforded time to, because again, time is a luxury. Where you are afforded time to do those things that you need to do, just get it done. Or, put yourself in a position that like, all right, cool. Like I know I'm walking home from work. I got 30, 40 minutes to kill. Let me go in the gym and get a couple movements in real quick. Like I got a little baby sleep. Let me jump on YouTube and work on this editing tutorial. Let me get my my retouching skills up there a little bit. Let me build this website out again. Let me, reevaluate how I want to do certain things. And that's kind of like where I'm at right now this week. So definitely in a good spot. How you feeling?
Oh man, that was amazing, bro. I definitely agree with putting pressure on yourself. I think we just naturally put pressure on ourselves because we are just Black men in this society. So automatically it is a pressure for us to always represent ourselves. But with that as well, I think society, Instagram and everything like that can have an effect And that's why shout out to Ari Lennox. I didn't put this on the docket, but she's taking a sabbatical from social media, and I applaud you, Ma. And you know she's doing this in risk of losing like endorsement deals, you know, the Fashion Novas and all that. But your mental health is important. So if you feel like that stuff is weighing you down, eliminate it. Like you said, we're getting older now. Do things for you. Being selfish is not always a bad thing, and I think sometimes we think just being selfish is just a negative thing. No, take some stuff for yourself. Have some hobbies. Do some things for yourself, because I think one thing we overlook in this life sometimes is ourselves. We always do for others, but we never do for ourselves, and that's why a lot of people don't know about self-love. But with that also too, it's October 17th. And just on October 16th, 2020 was when we first launched This Might Not Go Well podcast. Our first episode launched this week, man. It's been 4 years. God damn. And I really love having this podcast because you can literally, this is kind of like an audio library of our lives for the last 4 years. Obviously, some of y'all know us personally, so y'all know certain episodes you could tell our emotions was up or down. But I know for us, like when I listen to certain episodes, I'm like, wow, yeah, I was going through this. It's like having like an archive of my life, like a good portion of my life archived. And man, I enjoy podcasting, and thank you, brother, for joining this audio journey with me, man. It's 4 years, man.
Big facts.
Come on now.
I quit almost every other month, but it's cool.
I know, but you stay here though.
I almost quit last week.
But I appreciate you because you know one of our takeaways is our consistency, and you've been very consistent, especially over the last 2 or 3 years. So I applaud you, brother.
Appreciate you, my guy. It's been a pleasure. Let's keep it going until I feel like quitting again for real.
Oh, good Lord, this man. All right, but let's get some of these. Let's get this sad news out the way. R.I.P. to former One Direction member Liam Payne, who passed away in Argentina. He got, I guess he fell off a balcony off the 3rd floor. Yeah. Apparently, they took him to his room because he was acting out some way. That's what the reports are. And then they went into his room. They saw a broken laptop. They saw a couple of broken items, and then that's when they found him off the balcony. So that's just crazy, man. And he's 31 years old. If you was in the beginning of social media, One Direction had the girls on lock.
Yeah, nah, that's a Fendi. One Direction had it.
What? You couldn't move anything. Like they remind me of NSYNC at one point of how just like the 90s R&B like the R&B pop bands are. They had some bops too, man. And it's sad to see someone die just like that. Apparently, you know, there's different, you know, stuff surrounded by it, but I don't want to surround it. I don't want to say anything negative, especially because there's a loss of a man over here. So yeah, RIP to him, bro.
That's a Fendi, man. Just again, you said it well. Just RIP to this gentleman. 31 is young. 31 is real young, especially like that. Whatever he was going through, like we know the news will do their thing, but it's just like just definitely sending healing energy.
Yeah. Now let's get into some political slick news over here. Slick. It's a lot of stuff that we need to cover for the political slick. As you know, right around the corner, election time is here, and you already know the candidates are doing their massive push to acquire more voters. You see Kamala going to different places. You see my boy Trump at Fragrant 2, Andrew Schultz podcast. Which one you want to start off with? You want to start with politician and podcast, or what Obama said about black men?
Let's talk about politicians and podcasts, and I can jump into Obama.
Okay, so Slick, I don't understand what's going on in the media. The media has been criticizing Kamala Harris because she went to the Call Me Daddy podcast with Alex Cooper, but in the same light, Trump is getting praise for going to Andrew Schultz Fragrant 2 podcast. So there's been a different response because they've been criticizing heavily because if you don't know about Call Me Daddy, which is one of the biggest podcasts, so if you listen to podcasts, you should know Call Me Daddy, and I'm not gonna go through that whole history, but they do talk about some crazy things. She has some histories of talking about some like sexual things and all that, and I think just because Kamala Harris is a black woman or just a woman in general, for her appearing on a platform like that affects her brand negatively. But the thing about it is Andrew Schultz Franklin too is much worse. If you want to talk about takes and opinions, they let it fly out there. There was just in a controversy with Shits and Gigs just a month ago with black women. So for Trump to be able to go there, and he's been getting a lot of positive response. Andrew Schultz and the Brilliant Idiots, because I love the Brilliant Idiots. He said that a lot of people are telling him like, yo, if Trump wins, it's because of his appearance on the Franklin 2 podcast. So it's like, what's your thoughts about politician going not only testing out new media waves, but attending podcasts and trying to reach out to more people?
First and foremost, when you think about the coverage between Vice President Harris and presidential nominee Trump, I think one thing, like you said, you have to play the male-female card. That definitely is something that you pay attention to in the sense of like how the media portrays it, what media stations are portraying it as such. And you also we're at this impasse of like real politics versus gimmicky politics. We all understand that politics is gimmicky, but in terms of Vice President Harris, it's like, all right, she's not supposed to. Let me not say she's not doing, but there's like, this is like a legitimate politician. You feel me? Like she's paid her dues. She understands the system and the way things are supposed to work. Whereas Donald Trump, his platform is built off entertainment and controversy. So him going on a podcast is very similar to when he went to like the Black Caucus, and like why that should have been like a PR death strike when he went to the Black Journalist Convention, and it was like, we talked about it for a second and we made jokes about it and then left it alone. Like he
was handing out chicken, right? One of these stuff he was handing out chicken.
I think that was a stop along the way, I believe. But I think the fact that this is things that are like him being on Schultz's podcast is within character, and I think shout out to Honcho on Elijah. Shout out to him. I actually liked his post on what's it called, because it's talking about the Democrats kind of pandering to different groups, but they don't deliver. And it's like, we know the Republicans not going to do shit for us. They don't ever say they're going to do shit for us. So it's kind of like you are making a move that's in your best interest when you vote Republican. If a black person or a brown person or Latino person votes for a Republican, it's like, yeah, this is a personal thing. This is strictly you. This ain't for everybody. This is 100% you. Whereas the Democrats, they run on these platforms of empty promises and, we're going to take away student debt. We're going to, we got the black man thing we're going to talk about in a little while, right? We're going to do all these things for black men and black women and new business owners and this, that, and the third. And it's like the father that's not there, that's only around on the holidays, that says they're going to buy you everything that you want, and it shows up with one or two things. It's like, this is not even what I wanted. Or what you told me you was going to get me. You feel me? It's like, how can you over-promise, over-exaggerate what you're willing to do, but, when it's time to show and prove, you don't do it. And then it's like, it lies dormant until it's time for the next election cycle. And it's like, all right, cool. Yeah. Remember what those things talking about? Well, we just got something passed in the Supreme Court. Like, yo, bro, you told me about this 4 years ago. I was a kid. Now now I have kids. Last time I was supposed to vote for you, I was thinking about, what I could do. Now I got to think about what my little one can get done. You feel me? So
I agree.
But I think also too, when you think about politics and podcasts, it's, there's not traditional media waves where young voters are truly tuning in like they are on podcasts, interacting with that media. You did two best bets: a podcast and streams, social media streams.
Which Trump did Aiden Ross, and also for just podcasts, I want to give All the Smoke credit to Kamala Harris.
Did do that as well.
All the Smoke,
Kamala did do that as well, right? But that's the thing. That's like, this is where you're going to get views. Because even if you go on a niche podcast, it is carrying anywhere from 50 to millions of followers, 50,000 to millions of followers or viewers. And because you're there, outside sources like, oh, you're talking to so and so, you're talking to Steven Jackson, you're talking to let me tune in, let me see what you're talking about, and it gets eyes on your product. It's the same thing with the movies.
But isn't that what we want from her, though? That's my whole thing, and I agree with you 100% with the Democrats, is because I'm like, one of the biggest complaints is she acts like a traditional politician. After we had Trump in office, I think Americans, they want a balance, but I think we don't really want that tradition. That's why Joe Biden didn't really go that well with us, because you can't pull the wool over our eyes after we've seen the garbage behind. but they wanted to see more of her personality. They want her to talk to more people, get more for her personality. You know, they want to get more of her in a better set instead of these popped up answers. And that's what she's doing. So I applaud her for trying. She's trying. I think she's doing a way better job than Hillary. I think she's doing a better job than Hillary. I think Hillary just did the Breakfast Club, put some hot sauce in the bag and said, yo, vote for me. At least she's actually going to some, like, she got a team that's in tune with what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
So I support it. And I agree with you. Is everyone listens to podcasts now. Nobody really likes journalism like that too much. Journalists don't really have too much spaces that people gravitate to unless you're a certain demographic.
That's a fact. But again, she can't get flack for it, but I think it just kind of ties into the negative taste that, and it's like, again, it could be Twitter bots. It could be just them shaping the algorithm the way that they're shaping it, right? Like that is probably playing a major role in how this is being covered as well. But I think the major part for the call me daddy, call her daddy, is because Alex Cooper had that, you know, that, but I don't really like y'all judging podcasts early, because I'm like, if you listen to our podcast when we first started 4 years ago, shit was garbage. I think now we have a more well-polished podcast now with some actual structure, and it's more pleasant to listen to. So you can't judge her from the past that she had with her old coworker. And also, are we not allowed to grow? Is she not allowed to? And Alex Cooper has kind of strayed away from the whole sexual thing that she was doing with Call Her Daddy, and started, you know, getting more into the industry. So, and it's also one of the biggest platforms. It's up there with Joe Rogan. If you see how much money they got, she got over 100 mil on her deal. So that's a big platform to go to. But Slick, we talked about this next topic with Obama. We talked about this one when Kamala Harris was nominated as the presidential candidate. We said that there was going to be a war on black men because they was going to sit here and say black men don't support black women. And Obama, OBZ, my guy, you just fed into that narrative, bro. Can you play that clip for me, Slick?
Communities is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly and say that when you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences. Who's had to work harder and do more and overcome and achieves the second highest office in the land.
All right. So basically he's saying, I lack of better words, support Kamala. And it's been that notion, but Slick, we already pinpointed this from a long shot that once she was nominated, that was going to be the narrative. What's your whole thoughts about Obama's lecture for black men?
From an old head standpoint, I get it. I think the Democrats since Obama have been reeling. Like, it took a lot of things to happen. Hillary Clinton not winning, Trump having shit happen on American soil that hasn't happened, and putting policies and things in place that literally threaten democracy. And even now, like Biden stepping down, saying, I'm not running again. And I think that one thing we'd be remiss to not even point out is just like, we've talked about it before. I mean, this might not go well, but space has been created for a lot of people, and the space for black men has been very limited, especially politically. You know, I think we see the depictions of how society sees us, how the government sees us, how our people see us. And unfortunately, just to be black, or just to be any race, really, you're going to be like, we're not a monolith, but we are treated like such, and we fight so hard against it. But I think the black men don't like Kamala, the black men don't support black women narrative has been pushed so much during this election cycle.
Bro.
And again, I'll shout out the boy Elijah Alejandro, because he said it like, yo, we out of black people are 30% of the population in America. Half of that is black men, little less than half. Usually, like, was that 6-7%? It's like, yo, even if niggas didn't vote, it's marginal. If this thing was if this was to the teeth, like, you know, inches and inches, pause, like, all right, I get you. But it's like, you're not seeing spaces and things created that are enticing black men, not to mention the proportion of black men who have lost their voting rights over the years due to certain legislations passed in different cities and states and whatnot. But you're not seeing things that are enticing. Like, I told my mother the other day, I was like, yeah, man, I was joking. I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna vote. She got mad. Why won't you vote? I'm like, first of all, we in a blue state. There's like I'm not saying she won't win New York, but I'm like, her losing New York that'll be a shocker. If my one little vote is the one that swings it over the edge. But a lot of us,
that'd be
like, ooh,
that'd be a what if.
I'd be like, ooh, I fucked up, y'all. My fault. But yeah, it's tough because it's like, you know, you hear it. And I think as black men, one thing you don't want to feel is chastised in any space. Because especially generations coming up from the 90s, especially, it's like, yo, a lot of us was raised by women. Teachers were women. A lot of our first major bosses were women, right? And unfortunately, not to do this, but a lot of that involved chastising. Like, that's where you have like your biggest like turnovers. Like, yo, bro, don't talk to me like that. Respectfully, like, don't want me to be a man and you're gonna talk to me crazy. You're gonna talk to me. You're gonna try to dictate. So even Obama coming out like, you guys have to vote because y'all used to do it for me. What, like, your policy should speak. And we're gonna jump into this because Kamala put out a plan for black men, but it's almost like even like that is like pandering. I'm giving out loans to 1 million new business owners or something like that.
Oh yeah, 20K on forgivable loans for weed dispensaries, sort of thing. Yeah,
it's like it's some wild. I'm not, because of time we never go through everything, but it's just like, I'm glad you have a plan, but then, you know, the Republicans don't do that. Black people complain and, well, what's the plan? There is no plan. Our plan's about bread. If you got it, good. If you don't, all right, figure it out.
Yeah.
And again, do I like it? No, but I can respect it because y'all are who you are. If the Democrats could just say who they are, again, you cannot try to say, oh, he missed the ball. Damn. You cannot try to save everybody, but do nothing at the same time. It's like Superman running into a burning building head first, but walking out with nobody, and no people are still alive. Watching, like, yo, bro, you ain't see me?
And then telling us we got to do better after the fire has been taken care of.
Yep.
But my whole thing about it is she had a questionable history with black men. That's always been the stigma against her due to her political office that she held in California. Now, there's been talks about it's not exactly she been putting people away for weed charges. So it's already been, we really got to like go throughout that fog, because one minute is she locked a lot of black men up while she was in office, and the next minute she didn't really lock. But she also had a questionable history with black men. So don't be so shocked that black men wasn't rushing to vote for her. And I think oftentimes they just kind of throw it to patriarchy or misogyny, like, oh, just because she's a woman, we don't think. No, it's not that. What she has a questionable history. We want to make sure she understands what she's done, or she acknowledged what she has done, or explained what she has done in the past and what she's going to offer us. But I feel like as black men, we don't have, yo, honestly, if question me, this might not go well. Yo, we are not allowed to have opinions. We just like, if we go against something and it's not, I just feel like as a black man, I love my black women. I love y'all. If we don't agree with y'all, go with y'all 100% on anything, we're looked at as terrible people. Oh my God. And it's like, we can't just stop and think or have a difference of opinion without having, why does it have to go strictly, we hate black women just because we don't want to vote for this candidate? Why always have to go to the extreme when black men don't follow suit? Why we can't just say, hey, we just don't like this candidate, but that doesn't mean we hate black women. You get what I mean?
No, I get it. I think that that's the hard part, because it's like we do get lumped in if we have a difference of opinion, and we understand, like, you're going to vote. You're 99% of us or 80% of us are going to vote for Kamala Harris. We're just saying, like, you don't get tired of the same old song and dance. And again, as like I said, in terms of these conversations, it becomes black men don't do, black men this, black men that. And it's exhausting. Again, you don't want to feel chastised for having an opinion. You don't want to feel chastised for like, all right, cool, I don't feel that. And then there are, but to be fair, there are certainly black men who are not going to say they don't like her because she's a woman, but it's a lot. That's a far smaller number than men say like, oh, yo, I just don't support this, what this party is doing. And I think we can leave it at that.
Yeah. Easily. But here's some of the items that she has for black men. Provide 1 million loans that's fully forgivable to black entrepreneurs and others to start a business. Champion education, training, mentorship programs to help black men get good paying jobs in high demand industry. Support frameworks for cryptocurrency and other digital assets. Launch a national health initiative focused on black men that address sickle cell, diabetes, mental health, prostate, and other health challenges. And legalize recreational marijuana and create opportunities for black men to succeed in this new industry. That's some of her plans that she has for us black men. Sounds good.
It doesn't.
I just need some execution.
It really doesn't sound that good. It doesn't. It's a lot of like, oh, what do they talk about? It's like she listened to her Earn Your Leisure podcast, and that's where they're going with it.
At the end of the day, what I realized with this politic game, you gotta sell a dream. Whoever sells the biggest dream wins. One thing about Trump was there was a lot of people at that time when Obama was president who felt their voices was not heard. They felt like they wasn't being seen. They felt like the issues. So Trump saw that, raised his flag like, yo, we could bring it back to old glory. It's no longer the new glory now. We're gonna make America great. And it sold him a great pipe dream, and that got him to be president. And Kamala Harris is doing the same thing, and I can't blame her. That's the name of the game. It's definitely in this social media society. Who sells the biggest? Who sells the biggest? Not only the biggest dream, but the what's the other way? The most relatable or the most cross connection dream, and that wins. So hey, I hope this goes through. And then she has talked about reparations. I don't really see that ever going off because they're gonna be like, yo, it's been over 200 years, get over it type stuff. But at least we have an agenda. I still don't know what's Trump's agenda, honestly. So that's one thing I could give her maximum credit for. I don't know what his policies and agenda is.
Trump doesn't need one. If you rich, you good. If you black and rich, you good. You're rich, that's the agenda. It's not about people. It's not about skin color. It's about monetary status.
And that's what people want now. But we got some other news. Big Meech, Larry Hoover still in jail, but Big Meech, BMF Big Meech has been officially released from prison, but he's in a halfway house until 2016. And Slick
26.
Yeah, 26. And they saying, yo, the strip club is preparing right now. They saying that, yo, they making sure Magic City got everybody ready. They starting a year promotion. What's your thoughts of Big Meech being released?
Man, crazy. How it go though?
Okay, this might not go well, Slick. Okay, this is me getting old, but I saw LeBron James. I love LeBron James. You're my GOAT. I saw LeBron James congratulate him, and I'm just like, I don't want to be that black man, Slick, but I have to. We are celebrating a notarized drug dealer who had a whole drug enterprise that probably had violence in it, and that probably decimated some communities. We're glorifying that.
Pop culture crazy, man.
I'm just saying, I'm like, I don't mind him getting out because, you know, I don't wish jail on no one. But the way how y'all parading it, it's kind of like, I had to step back. At first I was like, yeah, Big Meech, yeah. Then I had to step back like, it's not like you was a war hero. It's not like you were Kaepernick, you know, or then you went to jail because you had a whole drug enterprise. You had a whole drug kingdom, bro. It wasn't nothing else. But yeah. Now also on other bad news, Young Philly. Are you familiar with Young Philly, the UK YouTuber?
Nope.
Oh, so you don't watch Chunks and Young Philly? Well, all right. Young Philly is a big UK YouTuber. He's there with Chunks, Harry Panero, Darkest Man. He's one of the biggest names to come out of the UK. And also, I played one of his songs for my song of the week. A good artist as well. But he was recently in Australia, where he's been arrested on rape charges.
Heard about that on Twitter.
Yes. So now Slick. So yeah. So now he's being detained, and he has to stay in Australia until December, until his trial. But Slick, what is interesting about this now is Slick is after the first couple of days of the news going crazy. Oh, Young Philly, big YouTuber, get charged with rape and all the extra charges. The alleged victim friends started releasing videos and basically exposing her and saying how this is cap and she's basically after the money run. And the alleged victim is a stripper / prostitute. And I'm like, your homegirls are exposing you. And then Slick, on top of that, this same girl accused Bryson Tiller a few years ago.
Oh, nah. She's a menace. She's a menace to society.
So my whole thing was, what the fuck, bro? I hate hearing this shit because there's actual real victims out here. Slick, there's actual real victims that go through this stuff. And I'm like, shorty, you out for a check like that? You gonna ruin Yo, he's been kicked off. Slick, that first 2 or 3 days, he's been kicked off at least 5 different shows.
Damn.
He has lost sponsorships. He has lost movie deals, and it's like, damn, you didn't even there's no videos, there's no evidence.
You know, it's all about the optics, bro. That's how it is, and that sucks because it's like it's shitty people out there with no morals. Anything to hit a lick. If you do the shit, you gotta own that shit. But when
also, how shitty are you that your friends expose you after a couple of days? They even wait a month or two. Shorty, they start exposing you after a few days. That means you a bad friend, shorty.
Yeah, they don't fuck with.
But we got some more stuff. What's your thoughts about Ye getting divorced once again, man?
I mean,
he had his girlfriend with the tatas out here. I ain't gonna lie, I appreciate that, Ye. What's your thoughts about his divorce?
No thought. I think nobody. I wish divorce on anybody. I just hope that they've gone through in every possible remedy and every kind of like reconciliation process. And if this is a decision they make, cool. They ain't got no kids together, which thankfully no children should be affected in this. And hopefully, I know we've always questioned like him styling her or some of the stuff they had going on. Hopefully they both just find peace. That's all I want. Positivity sent that way.
But this is kind of strange, and I wanna keep my eye on this because he's still going through that lawsuit with his former secretary.
Oh, the one that said that he raped her?
Yeah, so he's still having that lawsuit going on, and then now with the divorce, and then now I'm hearing that he's planning on making a move to Japan. I'm over here like, yay! I think if you want to be honest real quick, and you're a big Ye fan, we created a monster.
Mm-hmm.
And I think after his mom passed away, RIP, there was no other reins to bring him in anymore.
He had a mental break. I think that anybody that lost their moms, but especially at the height of his powers, he's on top of the world, and just he lost her.
So my prayers go out to you, Ye, and also to everyone. Like, I think he just needs to heal, bro. Making good music. He already starting to produce more music and stuff like that. So we'll see. Keep my eye on that. What's your thoughts about Jay-Z extending his NFL partnership?
Get that money, kid.
I ain't supporting it. You sat here and put that nigga, that little pimp squeak over here, over Lil Wayne over here. But he's been doing a great job. I'm not gonna lie. So far, Slick, we had Shakira, we had Usher, we had Dr. Dre, we had Snoop Dogg. This is like the most representation that we had for hip hop on that stage. As you know, the Super Bowl is probably in the top 2 or top 3 most viewed, has the top 3 most viewed viewership every single year. So for him giving us that platform, you know, shout out to you, Jay-Z. Now, Slick, did you get a chance to watch the BET Hip Hop Awards?
Hell no.
You're not supporting BET no more?
Nah, I just think the Hip Hop Awards is gimmicky. They give it to whoever is popular, not who's the best. So I don't care.
Well, they had that shit in the club in Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie. Remember how they had that big stage back in the day?
Yeah.
I saw that shit. I was like, what is going on? That shit looked like the inside of a nightclub. The ciphers wasn't ciphering like that. And I was just like, yo, this is what happened to hip hop. And I'm like, yo, nobody's seeing the decline of hip hop. Nobody's seen the decline of hip hop. Now, first, before I talk about the Billboard Top 100, did you see Kendrick Lamar won about 8 awards at the Billboard at the Hip Hop Awards? He won Hip Hop Artist of the Year, Song of the Year, Lyricist of the Year, Best Hip Hop Video, Best Collaboration, Best Feature Verse, Video Director, and Impact Track. Slick, I only have to say one thing. I'm gonna pass it on to you. Can't you just open his mouth? Someone give him a Grammy right now. Slick, come on. Tell me if we're not bugging out, Slick. Hip Hop Artist of the Year for what, 3 or 4 songs?
You just said it. And I just said it. I don't care about the Hip Hop Awards. They don't really have a place to me in honoring the culture. So
body a little bit more. Slick. Now I understand the Song of the Year, because not like us, yes, you could put that in the top Song of the Year. But Lyricist of the Year, J. Cole over J. Cole. Jermaine. Cole.
We said popularity. He's probably the most popular rapper right now.
Now you should give Drake a big check, because you cashing out a lot this time over here. Now, speaking of just J. Cole, what's your thoughts on his new track, which started a whole war on social media with him and how he addressed how he not only backed out of the beef, but also giving flowers to not only Kendrick, but Drake? What's your thoughts?
Great bars, but you can't say those things anymore. It's just like, it comes off as like, how do I word this? Like, bro, you backed out, and now you're saying shit like, yo, if I stayed in, I would have won, but I didn't want to lose a friend and stuff. Like, it looks bad, because you can't just say my pen is heat. Like, we understand you can rap. Nobody's questioning your lyrical ability and your standing in hip hop. But when half of your go-to bag is, I'm this nigga, I'm that nigga, you don't want to see me, you lost credibility. That credibility doesn't exist. You can come out and diss everybody right now and be like, yeah, you ain't had that smoke for that nigga though. And
come on now.
And if they saying that you diss Drake, it's like, well, yeah, you came back and you showed Drake love, but it's like, at the time you was silent. You was radio silent.
Facts, because it's like you left your nigga to get jumped, and then you came back and helped him pick up his clothes, or like pick up his items. Like, you good, bro? Nigga, they just whooped my ass. They just gonna come back and say,
that's a fact. It's a bad look. So I mean, it's a good song, but I just like, I couldn't get behind it, because I'm just like, bro, I look at you different, and I'm not even like, you know, I can good in my casual rap bag and be like, yo, you're that guy. You feel me?
He pissed me off, Slick. This is why I have to go on a slight rant, Slick. He pissed me the fuck off, because I'm listening to this shit. He sounds great. He sounds amazing. Mm-hmm. And okay, silent confession, because you know I'm a Drake stan and I support Drake. Out of the 3 of them, I have J. Cole as the best lyricist out of the 3. He just sounds like a full-fledged rapper to me. Maybe it's the New Yorker in me, and he has a lot of Jay-Z influence and a lot of New York influence and Nas influence. But he sounds very like, he sounds very hip-hop to me. You know what I mean? We from the birthplace of hip-hop, Slick. So it's kind of like we grew up listening to like niggas in the, Like he just sounds like hip hop. And that's why I have him as the lyricist out of the three. He's my favorite. But overall artist is Drake, obviously. But this is what gets me so fucking tight with him, because he can be the fucking best. And you do everything to not go to be the fucking best. He's like Big Sean times 2. He's like Big Sean times 2. And this shit pisses me off because I'm listening to this shit and this shit sounds fucking pleasing. But the once again, the content in this rap pisses me off. I don't want to hear about no fire in your pen. You lost that. And then also, also what I don't like about this track too is you saw how you've been looking for the past couple of months. And he looked shaky, Slick. Cause look, he released the song with he didn't release a song, but ASAP released a song featuring him. He had the Daylight one. They had a video of Like That playing in the background while he's doing a song for the future and Metro Boom stuff. So it was a lot of stuff that was making him seem like he picked the side. And remember, Slick, like 2 or 3 episodes ago, I said I was gonna speak on that in the future of how it looked like J. Cole is picking a side. So I see that it's probably eating him up, and Drake is not picking up his phone call. So that's why he had to say, Drake, hey, you'll always be my nigga. I ain't ashamed to say that you did a lot for me, my nigga. I appreciate that, but Slick, I can't respect that, gang. You left me for dead, ho. Like, if I'm Drake, I'm like, you left me for dead, ho. Like, it wasn't like just like, you're the reason why this nigga had the opportunity to shoot at us. You put this bum nigga's name in first person shooter, Slick. It was your bar that started this whole mess. If you never said that Big 3 shit, Kendrick Lamar didn't have no reason to even say anything. Then you took a shot at him, and then you went on that Dreamville stage and sat here and say, yo, you can hit me in my chin. I ain't worried about that. Do what you gotta do. And then proceeded to see niggas jump your mans that you was on stage calling brother. I can't respect it, Jay. I can't. But Slick, I want this one line from you, Slick. I want you to dissect this one line, Slick. I pulled the plug because I seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood. They wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. I wouldn't have lost the battle, dog. I would have lost a bro. I would have gained a foe. All for what? Jermaine's no king. But if that means I got to dig up dirt and play a whole team of algorithm bot niggas just to sway the whole thing on social media, completing for your favorable means. Now, Slick, do you think that was a shot at K-Dot now? Of the whole bots and all that other stuff that was behind Kendrick Lamar's diss with Drake. You're on mute.
My bad. I can see it, but also I'm like, stop talking about it because you ain't do nothing when it was hot. You feel me? So that's why I don't even care to talk about it now. Like, yo, you got bars.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, do niggas start to believe that Kendrick K-Bop?
You try and dredge it up. It's over. I don't care about the battle no more.
I know, Slick, but I still do. Slick, it's hard for me not to.
Respectfully, as a grown man, you gotta let it go. And what happened? It went down how it went down, regardless of who did what. This is like arguing about stuff with your girl from 2 years ago. You could do it, but you're not gonna get your point off. It don't matter. Or you are arguing to yourself. Nobody else cares.
I know, Slick, but I hope you understand when I argue with this battle. It's not about, because I think Kendrick Lamar can beat Drake in a rap battle. That's not a far-fetched scene in my head. My whole thing was, nigga, he's been doing a whole bunch of other shit, and y'all have not criticized this man or put any negative points. But this Drake over here, it was just so unfucking fair, Slick. I'm a man, so obviously I know shit. Life is unfair. But the ratio for this battle and the way y'all making this man carry this L. Once more information is finding out, Slick. I even put this on the docket. Slick. But apparently, the girl that was supposed to be his daughter is supposed to go to Kids Con, and that was the daughter that Kendrick Lamar was hinting at. Just to find out, Drake released a DMs of her sliding into the DM trying to say, "Oh, can you wish my daughter?" Basically, neglecting everything for Meet the Grams. And Slick, it was quiet. Nobody cares. Nobody gives Kendrick Lamar negative points. no criticism, nothing.
I told you gotta let it go, bro. It's just it is what it is. The industry.
That's why
once the industry decided that Drake lost.
And that's why I hope he stay on his Spanish flow, Slick. Because right now, he just dropped this whole Spanish shit with this upcoming Spanish artist. My nigga, fuck hip-hop. I'm on my Tommy Richman shit. Switching on to the next topic. Tommy Richman, you a bum-ass nigga. And I fucked with your music, too. You sit here and basically said you're not hip-hop. Then you go submit your song for a Grammy in the hip-hop selection. You're just playing in our face right now. This is Post Malone 2.0, Slick. I'm saying it. I'm jacking it right now. What's your thoughts?
I agree, because I think I sent this to you. I was like, that's corny. Because you went on that whole rant saying, yo, I'm not a rapper. I'm not a hip-hop artist, da-da-da-da. But then now, why didn't you submit your song is hell. Why don't you just submit it with the pop artist? You feel me?
Facts. You just did all that just to submit your Grammy for it. And I'm just like, why? Because you know you have a better chance in winning in the hip-hop category than the pop. Or the R&B.
Yeah, straight corn bullshit. I don't bitch up and then you do that. Like, come on, bro.
Niggas need to stand on business. And then it's like just on hip hop in general. What's your thoughts about there's no hip hop song in the top 10 Billboard?
Saw that coming.
100.
I said that weeks ago. Remember, I was like, yeah, we done. Like, the industry needed Drake.
Slick. We don't have to stay on this because we've been talking about Drake since fucking May. Matter of fact, actually from the whole entire year, but what y'all thought, man? Y'all turned y'all back on a nigga that actually had y'all back for a Pimp Squeak nigga over here. And then with Kendrick Lamar, you pissed me off because I just seen you promote Doechie's on your Instagram story. But Slick, where was Mustard? Where was YG? Where was Roddy Rich? Where was all these niggas that was helping you in the battle? He didn't post nothing on his story, but you post Doechii.
Doechie's TDE.
He's no longer TDE, Slick.
He's TDE affiliated. You know, you always rep the home team.
But Slick, you just had these niggas crash out on their former nigga. They released projects, Slick. They released projects. You didn't promote them at all. You didn't even give them a story post, but you gave Doechii a story post just this like yesterday, Slick. Doechie's Doechii mixtape was 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm just putting that out there, Slick. I don't want to talk about Charlamagne because Charlamagne hating on Drake. And Charlamagne is my favorite media person. So that broke my heart. I don't want to talk about that. But Slick, let's get to some sports. NBA preseason. What's your thoughts? How's teams looking? You see my boy Dante went back to the Gordon and was barking at niggas. Yeah, Tiff, that's why you traded me. That's what you get for running the show. What's your thoughts? And then also, what we calling Karl Anthony Towns? The Big Purr, the Bodega Cat. What else they calling him, Slick?
That's the big bodega right now. I don't got too many takeaways from preseason. I'm definitely paying attention. Shout out Lonzo Ball finally making it back to the court. I think right now it's just like I feel bad. Shout out Landry Shamet. I know he dislocated his shoulder, did something, so he's not probably going to make the Knicks roster. I think the biggest thing with that is just now, like, you know, fuck, what do the Knicks do? Some good young players, some veterans getting right. I honestly can never really judge a team based off the preseason. Boston looks like they're in good shape. I watched them play Toronto the other night, and I was like, ooh, y'all boys is a problem.
Yeah.
So
I ain't gonna lie, Boston looked like they could go for a repeat.
Yeah, they don't have Porzingis for a minute either, so.
And my nigga, I'm gonna cry because if I see LMA again on that parade,
it's over for you. We're gonna let that go. She gone. It's okay.
Why is this a year of losses for me, Slick? I mean, the Lakers got some good pieces, but I still think they don't have enough to over. The West is too much. The West got too much pieces. But I've been seeing some good action over there. Let's talk about the fantasy league, Slick. So as you know, like we've been talking about my football fantasy league, but Slick and I is in a basketball fantasy league right now, and we just had our draft. Shout out to the gang, you feel me? Shout out to everyone in the fantasy league. Slick, what you think about your draft? How you feel like you drafted this year?
It was cool. I got the 4th pick. I was not happy to get it. I think I made some things happen. I made the first league trade as I normally do today. I didn't make it. It was sent to me and I accepted it.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm calling collusion.
How's it collusion?
It's tampering. Give me all the synonyms.
He sent me a trade, and I said, "Yeah, I'll take it." I thought about
how
it.
You get Miles Bridges and Jared Jack Jr. for Sengun? I didn't even know who the fuck Sengun was.
Sengun is,
I thought that was I thought that was a type of seasoning, nigga. How the fuck did that happen?
Cool, but I didn't want to trade Sengun. But the person I traded with has Embiid. He has Hartenstein. He got somebody else that's hurt too. So he needed a center. He had Jaren Jackson, so all his big men was hurt. So I have Kawhi Leonard. He knew that Kawhi was hurt, so he just wanted me to trade he wanted to trade me a small forward, but realized I said I need a big man. Like, you can't take my only versatile big. So he offered me an injured versatile big and Miles Bridges. So on paper it might look unbalanced. Yeah. But
listeners, let me know if this is not tampering. Let me know if he didn't put money on the side. It sounds like money on the side.
I wouldn't do that. I'm dead ass.
Because both of them average about the same. Single only averaged a little more rebound, but points and everything else is about the same with both of them. Hey. So how the hell did he get that?
Points. It's only points. I'm giving up double doubles. I'm giving up big man assists, man. It's okay.
The champion, the champion got the first pick of the draft. I got Jokic, and then I got my boy LeBron again, ready to run it back to back. I'm letting you know right now, if I run it back to back, I might have to come in a chariot, my nigga. I might have to take the winnings. I'm gonna purchase a chariot. I'm gonna come in a whole King Sazon outfit. It is up. It is stuck. Paul George, fucking get rehabilitation, my nigga. How the fuck you over here? I ain't gonna lie, that injury looked crazy. He looked like he was twerking, and I don't like what they doing with that screenshot of you, Paul George. Do better, gang. Get back. I need you, gang. This is my first year having you on my team. I'm expecting big things out of you, Gingo. But real quick, like I told you, Jets. Right, I told you he's gonna get Adams. I told you, nigga.
And the Jets are ASSS ass.
Don't do that. You a Giant fan, okay? Your
I'm not a Giant fan. I don't have a football team. I watch every Jets game just to watch them niggas lose the last quarter, last.
That's hate.
I'll be rooting for them. They lose. They suck. And
that's hate. We Super Bowl. We Super Bowl ready. Get the banners up. New York is lit. It's up and it's stuck.
I'm about to say
it's gonna happen in New York regardless because Amari Cooper to the Bills. So hey, I'm rooting for anything New York. Okay,
that's a fact.
Giants ain't going nowhere, so I have the Bills.
The Giants is cooked. The Yankees just fucking blew it. They was up 5-3 in the ninth inning and lost.
Oh yeah, and the Mets lost yesterday to the Dodgers.
They played tonight too. About to watch that after.
But Liberty, you see my boo boo Sabrina.
She better lock it in. They better close out. The series should be over.
Shout out to Jay. I see you over here doing your good thing on your YouTube. Link to his YouTube will be in the description. He's doing live reactions to the game. So if you want someone to watch the game with you and who has expert knowledge on WNBA, go fuck with Jay over there. You heard?
Big facts.
And then just for my NFL, for my week 6 fantasy league roles, I lost once again by 10 points. And once again, I had niggas on my bench who went crazy. And I had niggas in my starting lineup that didn't perform. Story of my life. GG's. I'm 3-3. I'm 3-3 now. I ain't gonna lie. I've completely lost. So I'm just vibing now at this point. I'm just there for vibes at this point for my fantasy league, football fantasy league. But let's get into some of our songs of the week. If you're listening to this on YouTube, please exit and go to your favorite streaming platform, preferably the live podcast app, which you can find on iOS and Android. But you can find our previous songs of the week on our Apple Music playlist or our Spotify. What you fucking with, Slick?
That sounded good. It caught me at the end. I feel like it used an R&B remix would be fire.
Come on now. I like K-pop because it definitely gives homage to R&B. All right, that was our song of the week. If you want to listen to our previous song, we can find out our music playlist, our Spotify music playlist. But that's not what you're here for. You're here for the people's choice, the people's favorite. Slick, drop it.
I can be toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
And it's fun indeed. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Toxic Service announcement. All right, you already know what we sponsored by. Heart of Moisture.
This Might Not Go Well podcast is sponsored by Heart of Moisture, your most trusted distributors in all things beauty. From hair products to wellness tools and more, we provide you with access to beauty supplies from wherever you are. Follow us on all social platforms at Heart of Moisture and visit our website at heartofmoisture.com. Let us know how we can serve your community when it comes to your wellness needs. Email us at admin@heartofmoisture.com for more information. Essentials with ease.
Yes. Please go support. Link in the description. Support Black women. All right. This week's TSA Slick. We got some topics to talk about. Man. Which one you want to start off with? The herp scare, or women need to be called losers more?
We can start with the herp scare. Why not? Before I fall asleep.
Oh, okay. So Slick, over this past week, Dana, who is a OF content, who's done some YouTube videos with some popular content creators like Deshaun Frost, Deshae Frost, and some other people. She recently came out and said adult content creator Gucci Third Leg has infected her with herpes. And Slick, she's only 19. And this started a whole debacle with Gucci Third Leg going on Aiden Ross and them talking about it on Twitch. What's just your whole thoughts on that? It's just so fucking wild. It's like, I don't even know where to begin with this. Like,
stupid games win stupid prizes. Was she 19, 20, something like that?
Yeah, basically. Fresh out of high school.
You ain't even give life a shot. You ain't even give life a shot. Definitely, regardless though, like, to be knowingly infecting people with a sexually transmitted disease that you can't get rid of, like something that you're stuck with forever, you can only suppress, you can't, like, that's evil work. And I've seen the videos of him saying he's had like 3,000 partners, or like, him, just taking things and just, he has a mental illness. There's something wrong with that man. But yeah, I think we told
Shorty, that was a cold sore.
Yeah, like I cut myself shaving. Like, you don't shave that far. Like, you feel me? Like, it was this information that was shared in that content. Like, this is just disgusting. And I'm like, even if he did shave, why would you put an open wound in your mouth? Like, sometimes you got to use your common sense. You got to think, like, that does not look right. I'm not dealing with that. You feel me? Yeah. And I think it's just like, I know the internet was up in an uproar. The sex working community definitely were, sharing their thoughts, like, oh, this is not right. We don't blame the victim, this, that, and the third. It's because every party looks bad. You feel me? It's not just a matter of like, yo, this dude is nasty. This dude is gross. Like, he's well aware, but they've always told stories about predators in the sex industry.
Yeah.
And the fact that
so crazy.
The fact that he has clout and a following amongst, on social medias outside of just his adult work is like, yeah, it is impressionable young girls that's trying to get on. And, he's one of the, they always say the guys can't make money in that lane. And he's one of the ones that apparently are making bread. So girls that's trying to get a come up, it's like, yo, we together. They gonna see this, and I'm gonna eat off of that. But there's been stories for years about how he's been, mistreating women and, threatening women and doing fucked shit to women. So it's like, you make the choice to work with that. And again, sex work at 19, I don't know your situation. I'm not going to place too much judgment, but at the same time, like, again, you didn't give life a try. So I think that's probably led to a lot of the backlash in that sense.
Honestly, Slick, I am lost for words on this topic, Slick, because it's kind of like, damn, you just 1 or 2 years removed from high school, you doing sex work, and then you caught herpes. Wrap it up. Wrap the willies, get tested. You feel me? Make sure you expect the person's private parts before you stick it or lick it. But damn, it's like, yo, it's like what you said in the beginning of this podcast, living up to certain things or being influenced or having too much pressure on you. Yo, all my young people out here, it's okay. You will get there. Don't rush the journey. don't rush the journey, because sometimes you rush the journey, you end up in a pitfall. Not saying she's in a pitfall. Gotta be respectful to women, but this shit made me saran wrap my dick out here. I'm like, I ain't touching shit.
Oh,
over
see,
here,
you and Mitch
bro.
was being a slut this week. Lit.
Yeah, nah, I take back my Leo Love the Slut line. All right, let's get to Kayla Nicole. Slick, I saw Jay Wan from the Joe Budden podcast say this, and I want to reiterate this. I love you women, but y'all don't get called losers enough. Because for her to go on that Andrew Reese podcast, sending it to you right now, and basically say this is the pettiest stuff that you've done, is so crazy, Slick. Play it.
Hold on.
Craziest thing you've done in a relationship?
This is one of my, we weren't in the relationship, but this is probably one of my favorite crazy Kayla stories, because I don't have that many. But I'm a Scorpio, and I have that crazy in me, though. You know what I mean? Like,
What
it's
did you
back
do?
there.
Choose astrology.
So, I was dating a guy.
Okay.
And he dumped me through a text message. And he dumped me for this singer/actress who was famous at the time. Dumped me for her. Lied about it for months, then popped out with her, and it became like this public thing, and it was like, oh my God, we love them. I know they're like celebrity, iconic relationship. And of course, little old me, I'm devastated, I'm heartbroken. I had just moved to New York to like be with this person and move in with them. It was a whole thing.
It's not who y'all think.
Yeah, you guys will not be able to figure this out. Or maybe they will, who cares, it doesn't matter. So he breaks up with me, dumps me, moves on. And for Halloween that year, I dressed up as her. I dressed up as that lady for Halloween. And not only
Are
did
the
I,
pictures out?
they're there somewhere. They're on the internet. And it went viral.
Clock that.
It went viral. It was everywhere. Like,
Really?
And that was just before like I was even anything on Instagram, which is why it was even funnier. Because
Cut it
everyone's
off
like, oh my
right
God,
there.
you look so good.
Oh, you're not in bias. I gotta put an accent behind this. Oh, you're not in bias. Where's the shame?
What kind of accent was that? You in Wakanda? What was that?
I have to. I have to. Because it's from what's the YouTuber name? She hangs out with Young Philly and Nilo. Whatever. You messing up my joke, Slick. You stopped on my whole joke. But back to what I was saying. Are you not in bias? Are you not in, like, Slick, what would possess you to release a story like that? That's something that you take to the grave.
I mean, she notorious for getting dumped, so I mean, you got to have other notoriety besides that. Isn't that Travis Kelce old work?
Yeah, but you thought that was cool to do?
She already talks to someone. What's it called?
And you thought we wasn't going to put two to two together, Ma? And then, you know what's the best part about this? You know, Tiana Taylor don't give a fuck. She went right under that post and basically said, like, yo, everybody gets to play when I move with Grace always, but now when I have a little Sagittarius fun too, it's a problem. Well, she's using astrology again against her.
If Shorty pull out astrology, you lost. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. You don't even know what moon and sun and sky or whatever else they be looking at, whatever Pokemon they got in their pocket. Like, just leave it alone.
Yeah, but I think Tiana Taylor had a big problem by saying, you know, she was famous at the time, and I don't care who sees it. So she was like, why are you trying to downplay my success, Shorty? My man broke up with you in a text message and left you. And you sat here, oh, Slick.
Art.
Chuck, you got a roster on your hands because you got that, Tiana. And also, Kayla Nicole, you just don't like Taylors at all because you lost your you lost your nigga to Tiana Taylor, and then you lost your white man to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, nah, she's going outside.
Oh my God, it's like, play this next one, Slick, because I just want to play this just for all this 50-50 debate, because this is what y'all sound like.
I know there was a rumor that they were saying that you stopped messing with him at one point because of 50-50.
Is there water? Where did the water go? What? What is the question? The who?
50-50. Remember they were saying that you said he was cheap, or they were saying that you were...
Oh, the splitting the bills.
The splitting 50-50, yeah, the 50-50.
Yeah.
Remember, what was the tea on that?
Yeah, do I look like anybody that would split anything?
So you guys broke up at that point because
No, this is the question. Do I look like I would go 50-50 on bills?
Yes, you do. You should look like you should. All right, Karen.
Well, you're going 100% now because your ass is single. This is why I be saying, you don't want to go 50-50. All right, shorty, I go get a billionaire. My nigga, you think Taylor Swift not paying for some shit out there? She got that nigga looking like a whole fucking sheriff over here. Switched up his whole style. She whiteified him. You niggified him. She whiteified him. Slick, you're not joining in on the joke, Slick. Come on over here, Slick. Come on.
I told you I was tired. I don't give a fuck right now.
Oh man, this is too crazy. You like shorty doesn't look like she understands anything. And look like she still got some more growing up to do, mama. You still got some more growing up to do because you did that corny shit to dress up as your ex new girl. And you're too bad. And that's why I said to say, Slick, yo, women don't get called losers enough. Yes, guys are losers too. Before that, because every time we start talking about women and we criticize them, they be like, oh God, yes, men are losers. Men are losers. Men do stupid shit. Men, we got to give disclaimer now when we say shit like this, Slick. Men are losers. Men do corny shit. Men be cornballs. Men be assholes. Men be dickheads, clueless, blameless. All right, we got that out the way. Hey, just want to remind you, women are the same thing too, okay? Are the same thing too. And I think men often get called out for their stupid action, which rightfully so, because I ain't gonna lie, I am niggas. I be doing some dickhead shit. But hey, y'all need to get called losers too, because a lot of you women out here be doing some loser ass shit. Y'all don't get called losers enough. Because I would have took that story to the grave, Kayla. I would have took that story to the grave. Because none of that looked any good on your part. And now she went on I Am Athlete and tried to address it or add more information to it. I'm like, shorty, let it die. Let it die. There was no reason for you. You told me it was after y'all broke up and you randomly dressed up as her. You was thinking about this nigga a year later. Now, to our stud segment, Slick. I recently sent you something on Instagram, but you can check the Twitter DMs. Slick, yo, you gotta watch out for your shorties in the gay clubs or the gay strip clubs. They out here.
You didn't know that?
Oh shit! Yeah, this some professional shit right here. They all make it right here. Go ahead up. Come on, just go and get out there. All right, Rob, I see you. I bet she ain't scared, and I bet she ain't a virgin either. Look at her, baby. All I see is camel toes, bitch. Camel toes. Get that shit. Oh! Woo! I'm gonna try that shit. Fuck that. Damn!
So,
That's how you blow a penis.
Slick getting memorized by this over here.
I thought that was spectacular from Pretty Ricky for a minute. I was like, what is this nigga doing in the gay club? I was bad confused.
So it's safe to say your woman can't go to a gay club or a gay strip club either, because the bitch might get took.
I don't care. Go ahead. Go have fun. Enjoy yourself.
Now you saw some of the flip. Oh man, you saw some of the flips she was doing, shorty.
She was nice. I was like, shit, go ahead. Shit, I'll do some singles like, yo, have fun.
Hey, I support it. Hey, shout out to all my studs out here. You feel me? We love y'all. I hope y'all understand this stud segment is on the. I joined bandwagon too. You know, Slick started the stud wave.
Actually, one fucking video. It was funny.
And now I'm on the stud wave too. And shout out to Big Money V, because now she sent me a whole bunch of stud content now. She sent me a stud that had like long press-on feminine nails. I was like, oh shit, I might fuck with her for real. Hold on.
Is she really a stud or is she just Puerto Rican?
All right, let's stop. This nigga trying to get us canceled over here.
I just asked a question.
So Slick, I don't know if you remember a few months ago we talked about WNBA players potentially flying out if they had the money, right? Mm-hmm. Well, it turns out, Slick, they've been doing this. if you go on the Twitter DMs to that TikTok video, our speculation has got some merit behind it.
You didn't think they was?
Is it a real thing that they fly guys out?
Yeah.
Is it a real thing?
Yeah.
Really?
To be honest, it ain't that much different than the NBA.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? They are professional. And,
Wow.
one of the highest leagues, you know what I'm saying, in America. So they carry themselves like it.
Shout out to WNBA.
Shout out to the WNBA.
I love to hear that. That's what I like to hear. So that is very true. All y'all guys out there.
And I love to hear it too. My bags is packed, slick. I'm ready to be flown out. Rika Jackson. Let me get the WNBA list. Let me get my WNBA list. I can't put Asia Wilson in there because she got banned. Hold on, but Angel Reese. Oh, Angel Reese. I saw you at Wildin' Out, shorty.
She's tweaking. She's wilding out. She's doing too much. You could tell she ain't been called pretty that much in her life. Hot take.
With hot take, but that ass.
No, she got it. But you could tell, like, yo, you doing a lot, ma. Like, relax. You are a professional athlete, not a professional athlete. Relax.
Wait, you didn't like her and Coco Jones at that Victoria's Secret? Oh my God,
like,
it looked like plantains and jollof rice together.
I'm just not trying to hate,
and I just needed my beef stew in between.
I feel like she's very visible. She was very visible prior to all of this extra sexy shit. There's nothing wrong with the extra sexy, but I just feel like it's going to overshadow her athletic persona, which is what the base of her money is. You feel me? You breaking records in the WNBA and you going on TV with your ass out. You know, you posting thirst traps, you posting the lingerie shoot that leaked. I just feel like, you know, you trying.
Not the first one. What's that girl that retired? Or not? She didn't retire, but she just quit.
Kaiser
Sparks. No, the Big John.
Oh,
that had
Liz
OF
Cambridge.
count.
Well, Liz Cambridge, she different. But again, Liz Cambridge was dominating before she started wilding like this. I'm like, okay. you were known. You was the girl that stopped Caitlin Clark. Like, you are one of the faces of women's basketball, respectfully, whether people like it or not. And I feel like you got a lot of eyes on you, and it's great to bask in your femininity, be sexy a little bit. But I think you're going too hard. You haven't secured the long-term bag yet. You feel me? Like, they about to renegotiate how y'all get contracts in like 2 years. They about to, you know, build the league around you for fake. I'm like, they don't want no headaches. They don't want no, you know, my daughters could go get name. The first thing they see is your booty cheeks out somewhere. You feel me? It's like the responsibility of being one of those top tier players. When you talk about her impact. You feel me? They gonna question her love for the game. Not saying, oh, it's a nigga, like, yeah, cool, oh yeah, it's fair. But I'm thinking bigger. I'm like, you could be bigger than anyone expected you to be coming out. And I'm like, you falling for the, yeah, you got a fat ass, niggas is on your body because you popping right now type shit. But what happens, like, you could build your brand to be popping forever when the ass not sitting this high.
What's your thoughts of people saying about policing her body and X, Y, and Z?
We're talking about a potential $1 million athlete, multi-million-dollar athlete. And I think that with that, it's like the LeBron James thing. Like, there's a route you can go that will make it so, like, again, you're making $200,000, you're making $80,000 right now, or whatever, or 90, 100, less than $100,000. You probably get any NIL money, endorsement money, yeah, you making bread. But to live the lifestyle and hanging out with the people you hanging out with, like, respectfully, there's no guarantee that's gonna last you. For a lot of athletes go broke. You got a chance to be one of those game changers in the female game, money wise, and people paying attention, and they paying attention to everything. You could do that shit, but if somebody leak your shit versus like, oh, I'm on TV with my butt out. Like, get your bread, mama.
So wait, I have a question. Is it an individual thing or is it just a whole WNBA thing?
It's a small group.
Okay.
I think a lot of first. I was about to say something real crazy. I was about to say nobody looking at the little boys, but it's a select group of WNBA players now that are coming out that are highly attractive, highly feminine, highly sexy. But it's also like there's also new money coming in, new sponsorship, new eyes, new interest. When nobody gave a fuck about the league, cool, do what you want because this was probably gonna get you net you more bread than everything else was. But Reese's don't want to see that. You know, the brands, the NBA don't want to see that. The WNBA, now they getting these new teams and new influx of money, contracts they about to start giving out $1 million contracts. You want to ensure that your brand, because in sports, your brand is almost bigger than your game. there's some nice niggas in the league that because their brand and who they were didn't sync up with GMs the first sign of like, oh, I could get rid of you. They do it. DeMarcus Cousins, Dwight Howard, Carmelo Anthony. Granted, they were a little older, but it's like there was no reason they shouldn't have been in the league the last couple of years. You feel me? I agree. And again, they're not even talking about the sexuality part. Imagine if that Dwight Howard shit from last year came out around 2020 when he was 28, 29.
The first thing that came out, John Collins.
But John Collins wasn't a star. We're talking about stars. When you are the best at what you do, there's a level of scrutiny. Like, if she was a rapper artist, it would make sense because you could build, like Meg built her platform through partially her a lot of talent, but her sexuality and her appearance and her appeal and her freedom and stuff. But she was in a lane where it's like you could do that. That was, respectfully, pussy rap was pushed to the forefront. And then we saw a lot of people trying to copy, and it's like, yeah, nah, you not it. You don't even have her talent to do that. You feel me? Or the girls like Lotto, like the sex appeal is part of it, but we as likely to see you twerking in your sweatsuit as we are with you in a thong. You feel me? And then you gonna put out an album of quality shit. I'm just like, secure the bag. That's how I feel. Like, Angel Reese, great, you cute. But niggas is on you because of your notoriety right now, and don't let that fuck up what you're trying to get to.
Well, I respect that.
Definitely, the cakes is nice, but I'm like, yo, you can be a game changer. Caitlyn about to get the bag. Candace Juju gonna get the bag. Paige gonna get the bag.
Sure, they got the bag already.
Yeah, and she can get a bigger bag. Like, they can all get big bags. And it's like, you don't want this. I don't want a GM question.
She said her rent is $8,000. Yeah, she got to make some money to pay off that.
Yeah, she do. But I'm like, you got Brees's brand deal, the Reebok deal. You got your NIL money from my thing. Niggas is trying to get at you. I'm like, just slow down, mama. You don't have to. You don't got to be the first sex symbol WNBA player. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Leave that to my boo Cindy Colson from the Las Vegas Aces. Leave that to my stud boo. But even love you, Cindy.
I'm about to say, but even as her ass out, like, I seen Angel Reese's ass like 7 times in the last week.
I ain't know that shit was that big.
She's tall, she's slim thick, but at the same point again, it's like, yo, relax, mama, get the bag first.
She Chloe Baileying it up a little too much.
Yeah, I'm like, get the bag, get the bag.
Release the sexy. Slowly, you put everything out on the table. Release it slowly out here. I respect that. All right, before we get to I Choose One, Slick, there's a lot of TikTok video that I wanted to talk about. Was black women not being the beauty standards in Chocolate City, Washington D.C. I want to hear your part. We don't have to play the whole video.
I'm gonna tell you why. Go ahead, Allie.
All right, so we went out to 4 different bars yesterday.
Yeah, like lounges. They're all upscale.
All at really high-end hotels. Mm-hmm. And one thing that we observed is that men want to approach you. They will approach you.
They were gonna approach you
after you pay your tab.
Yeah. It's a weird dating culture here. This is not like a New York. It's not like a Miami, where if men see you, they're like, you're beautiful. Can I get you a drink? Can I get you something? Right? It's over here. It's like they want to make conversation, and I do think this is related to being a minority because we are not the beauty standard here. We are not the beauty standard. No. Not in DC. Not in DC. No. Anyway, let me not get inside. Go ahead, please.
So pretty much we went to one lounge in particular. Mm-hmm. There's an energy convention going on. Mm-hmm. A lot of males.
We were probably
no, keep going.
There's
it's like
4 women
and like 25 men.
Yeah, so we're thinking pickings are great. Like, we're not gonna have to really pay for anything. Like, and these are all men, literally business suits. Like, they are all dressed. Like, they look like they are, loaded. Like, they're very comfortable. Okay, and this is a very nice hotel lounge. Okay.
They have no problem staring, though.
No problem staring, honey.
Because we were looking good.
We were looking good. And my thing is, we're wrapping up the night, okay? No one's saying anything. We're just getting stares. And I'm like, okay, well, we're just going to go then. So we, pretty much the bill comes.
Yes. And then one guy who's been eyeing Mara all night comes over, tells her, you're so hot. I told my friends that I know you. That's why I'm staring.
And he's like, well, can you stay? Like, I'll get you something top shelf. And I said, well, we're actually about to leave. And we're actually about to close out the tab. So, I mean, if you want to cover this, you can. And if you want us to stay. But if not, like, we're just going to go. And what did he say? Go ahead.
He put his hand out and he said, no. I can't do
that. They got it figured out in D.C.
So this led to a whole debacle on TikTok about just saying how, with her claim saying that black women are not the beauty standard in DC, which is crazy to me because DC's nickname is Chocolate City, and there's some beautiful women in DC. Shout out to Howard. Oh my God, Howard Homecoming, elite. But Slick, what's your whole thought about this? About her little rant?
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Ball up top.
Ball up, motherfucking up top, because shorty, you want me to pay your whole tab of you and your 4 homegirls
to talk to you.
Just to have a conversation. A conversation. I gotta put a Haitian accent now. That's a Haitian accent. A conversation with you.
Oh, that's nasty work. I'm so glad I'm not in the game, right? Like, it just doesn't seem fun. This seems like a headache. I had to pay for you and your friends to talk to you. I'm not guaranteed to get a number. So we said socials are worse than numbers, and it's just like what?
And then you try to put New York. I'm telling you, mama, right now, New York niggas ain't going for that. I'm letting you know that right now. You think DC is bad? New York niggas will sit here and do the Don Julio dance with the little baby bottle.
I'm about to say, and just take it out of the angle so that shit look bigger than it is.
Facts. Niggas would then do a whole fucking boomerang and let you tap the bottle and not let you get a sip. Okay, man? So I hope you don't think New York niggas gonna do that anything better than that. But shorty, but my whole thing, Slick, is what is with the extremities of going from a nigga not paying your tab to black women are not the beauty standards in Washington, D.C.? How did that go from a nigga not paying your tab?
And respectfully, she was pretty. She was pretty. But it was just like, yo, it's dramatic because how the fuck are you not doing this for me? Would you do it for a white woman? It's almost like she's out of touch, it was tone deaf. Because I'm like, to say just because dudes don't want to trick on you, like that's just not the culture, what they're doing. Niggas, it's hard out here. Again, some people are waking up to the fact, why am I paying a $400 tab that I had no part in just to talk to you? And then I can hear the comment, oh, to a nigga with money, and we'll go find a nigga with money. You might not be his beauty standard. I'm telling you, you're beautiful, but beauty does not require me to go in debt. Have y'all seen the economy?
Have you not seen these drink prices? The happy hour drink prices don't be hitting like that anymore. Like you used to get a 2 for $10 back in the days. You feel me? You paying $20 for a drink minimum over here, and some of y'all be out here with 6 lemon drops. And you want me to pay that for your homegirl just to have a conversation with you? I don't even know if you have a great conversation. Have you ever had a bad conversation with a girl that you thought was cute?
Many times.
That is such a heartbreaking thing, and nothing more heartbroken when you spent money on that conversation too, Slick.
Yeah, 8 times out of 10, the girls that you fantasize about is nowhere near as fun as what you probably could, like the girl you should probably be talking to.
Oh yeah, but Slick, I'm Delulu. You know that. I fall in love. I'm Haitian. I fall in love in 2.5 seconds. Okay, I plan my whole life around her if I could. But yo, shorties, just have a regular conversation. Do not because one thing I think what's missing with women is when you have expectations, especially financial expectation, don't be surprised if the other person have other expectations as well. To eliminate expectations, instead of having an expectation, just have a conversation. For sure, I don't even know if you cool or you even like, yo, you know how, Slick, imagine if you was in that situation, right? And you have the money, right? The tab was like $300, right? Matter of fact, I'll be a little more lenient. It was $200. You pay the $200, right, on your credit card because you want the points. Because I know you're a point lover nigga. You talk to Shorty, then you realize Shorty dry as hell. Like she cute, but how you gonna feel? Like you just spent $200 and the conversation wasn't hitting. It's not extremely bad, but it's little pockets of silence. The chemistry ain't really chemistrying.
I'm calling fraud.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. I'm letting you know right now. I'm debating that charge, mama. And if I see a little cash hanging out that pocket, anywho, let's get to our choose one. All right, this week's choose one slick. I ain't gonna come with nothing crazy because last week you ended this episode early because of my little jail choose one. So I came with some normal one this time around, and it's simple. This week's choose one. Shout out to RDAF Squadcast. Would you rather know what your partner is thinking or them knowing your thoughts? Choose one.
Respectfully, I don't care because if we really locked in, we probably kind of already know. And me and Shorty be looking at each other like, yo, get out my head. But just for safety and not to die, actually, no, let's live dangerously. She can know what I'm thinking.
You are playing with fire.
Is it like we got to be in the same room type shit, or like she got to like she could hear wherever she's at? She like, oh, that's my question. I need more
that's
context.
Good.
If we in the same room, she can know what I'm thinking because I'm probably thinking about going to sleep like I am right now.
But we gotta put Spice like anywhere she at. Like you in a whole different state.
She has unlimited access to my thoughts.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah. I'm just gonna get pissy drunk and be like, I'm blaming on alcohol. Whatever I started.
Nah, I need to know what my partner is thinking because I feel like for men, we always gotta be on our tippy toes with women. So I'd rather know what the hell she's thinking, so I could be on cue. Because they do a lot of non-verbal actions. Like
she gonna have Maggie and juice going on her head though. I'm like, you wasn't even thinking that 5 minutes ago. I don't want that stress.
Especially when she wants to eat something too. She's like,
I think I'm fine with her knowing my thoughts. Again, 9 times out of 10, I'm thinking about whatever I'm doing at that moment. So
now imagine if you was watching a movie and you seen like a Sanaa Lathan on there.
She don't have to worry about me thinking it. I'm gonna say it like I'm gonna be watching.
Wait. She gonna be like, you never put me in that position.
I'm like, respectfully, you're not Sanaa Lathan.
Okay, you know what? Thank you guys for joining us on this audio journey.
I'm just saying, respectfully, Sanaa she been there for me since I was like 8.
I hope. Let us know which choice you choose in the description in the comment section.
Why you being scary? Because I know what love.
Let us know what you think. Thank you for joining us.
Why you like that? Why you running away? I even said that crazy.
Please download the Live Podcast app. I thought you were sleepy, nigga.
Until you said that, she saw me graduate high school.
Download the Live Podcast app on iOS and Android.
Shit, man. So
follow us on social media. This might not go well.
Shit, had me back when I was buying DVDs and shit. I got like 7
business opportunity.
You remember in Brown Sugar when she dropped the towel? Oh my God, yeah. See, look, I don't have
the voice of outside, B Breezy, aka Bobby Sazon.
And I'm Slick Grayson, Sanaa Lathan. What's up?
To Cal.
Distinct beats. Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it, one take. We not even doing it again. Keep that, that's the one.